Hello, thank you for joining our 2025 Proven Learning Series featuring AP Approval. I am April Reeves, and I am a Product Specialist Team Lead for the Accounting Department. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. This is recorded in a Zoom format, and all recordings will be posted to our YouTube channel and also to the Help Library. During today's session, we'll review role and company settings, job and work order creation, assigning a vendor and entering costs, approving an AP approval, and then finally rejecting an AP approval. We're first going to start in setting some roles and company settings. We'll navigate to settings and roles. We're going to choose the project manager role. We will select jobs, and then we will select AP approval. As you can see, the project manager role is allowed permission to edit an approved amount, create, delete, edit, and view AP approvals. Our next option is the AP approval setup. This gives this role permission to set up groupings of AP approvals. Now that we have selected these options, we will click Save. We will then navigate to Settings and Company Settings. We will go to Jobs and then click Edit AP Approval Setup. We're going to review the up to $1,000 setup. In this AP approval group, project managers or PMs are allowed to approve submitted AP approvals. If we were to select 1,000 to 5,000 for our AP approval, then there are two levels of approval. April Reeves will need to approve it, and then Christy is the final approver. Now again, these could be two separate roles. These could be PMA and PM, or these could be project manager and estimator. But whoever the relationship is, if it is a project manager, that project manager must be assigned to the job. When an AP approval is created, the AP approval will go to the project manager listed on the job. Now that we have the role set up and the company settings, we will start with reviewing work orders. We're going to use my 0113 Reconstruction Dean Winchester job. I will navigate to the Work Orders tab. In order to create an AP approval, it must be associated to a work order. That work order also needs to be associated to a vendor. So I'm going to do some basic setup. I'm going to enter costs only, so I'm going to click the cost button. I'm going to enter $500. Now, based on the margin on the job, it will automatically produce a price. So I will click Calculate to remove that price and then click Save. Once I have clicked Save, the work order details are now saved. And then I must enter a subtrade. If you do not enter a subtrade, the work order will not be available for you to select in the AP approval screen. I'm going to choose Alex's Cleaning and click Save. Now this is saved on the screen, but I always click Save as a good safeguard before toggling off of the screen. Now that our work order is set up as $500 to Alex's Cleaning, we are now able to create our AP approval. Navigate to Jobs and then AP Approval. I will click Create. I will then fill in the blanks. If you do not remember your job number, you can actually search for it by job name. So here's the open work order that we just created. It is for $500. Then I'm going to choose the up to $1,000 approval list. Uploading a PDF file is required in order to save an AP approval. So I will click Choose File. And now you can see we have Alex's Cleaning for $500. And then I will click Save. Once you click Save, two things will happen. This will show up in the approval bucket of the associated project manager. The project manager will also receive an email showing that there is something to approve. The email will look like this, with the subject of "You have a new work order waiting for approval." You may simply click the link and it will open up your proven jobs, or you may go to your approval bucket, and then to approve it, you will click Edit and then Approve. Once approved, it is converted to a voucher. We will now toggle to Proven Accounting. We will go into the voucher screen and refresh. And now you can see the work order for Alex's cleaning has been converted to a voucher. $500, Alex's cleaning 0082. This goes back to the job 0082. Once it is approved, you will then also receive an additional notification showing the approval. This shows you who approved it, the voucher number, and the amount that was fully approved. Now we will review rejecting an AP approval. Let's start from scratch and create our work order. Again, I will just fill in some basic information. I'll click Calculate to remove the margin, and then click Save. I will assign this again to Alex's cleaning. I'll go into Jobs and AP Approval. I'll click Create, fill in some basic information again. Select my work order. Choose the file to upload. And then click Save. You will once again receive an email, but we will just toggle to the approval bucket. I'm going to click Edit, and this time I'm going to click Reject. A reject reason is required, so I'm going to say duplicate information entered, and I'll click Update. This says this item has been rejected. It must be processed again to be approved. So at this time, if you would like to resubmit that information, you will have to go back into AP Approval and then click Create again. Once the AP approval is rejected, the project manager on the file will also receive an email that the approval was rejected. It will also say the reason why and who it was rejected by. That concludes our demonstration of AP approval. Now I'm going to review some future development items. The first development item is to allow a summary of converting a work order to a voucher. This allows you to convert multiple work orders into one voucher. This is allowing the edit approval group after the AP is sent. If the AP has multiple approvers, it cannot be partially approved when you want to edit it. It can only be either fully approved or not approved at all. We're going to create a link on the work order screen to create approval for a specific work order. We're going to allow you to undo an AP approval rejection. We are also going to allow you to decide who receives the final approval notification. Currently, the notification goes to the person who created the approval. We're going to also create an audit for approval amount changes. There will be an option to select the topic for log notes. We will also allow you to toggle between users to approve an AP approval should a user not be available to approve. We're going to do a drag and drop files option. We're also going to show the invoice image from the work order screen. We're also going to allow multi-uploads of PDFs to the AP approval. Right now, you are only allowed to select one, even though there could be a situation where you are approving multiple invoices for multiple work orders on the same job. We're going to develop an email reader This is where invoices from your vendor will be sent to a specific email or inbox, and then our software will read that inbox and process the attachments or PDFs. We're going to color code the AP approval rejected screen on the approval list. We're going to allow approval of purchase orders and also allow on-hold voucher approvals. Future development in accounting is we're going to give additional reporting and also create the ability to enter AP approval for company expenses. This option will not sync from accounting to proven jobs. And finally, just a couple of questions we often receive regarding AP approval. How do I get the AP approval added to proven jobs? For proven web accounting customers, this is already included. For QuickBooks customers, this is an add-on. And for desktop customers, AP approval is not available. And then another question we often get is, are work orders required? And yes, work orders are required for the AP approval process. This concludes our AP approval session. If you have any questions, please send them to support@knmsys.com.